The ViewSonic XG320U is in the more affordable category of 4K 32-inch 150Hz monitors. Is it worth the $1,000 price tag, as of the time of recording that is, and should you buy it? In today's video, I hope to answer those questions. Hi, I'm Justin from Random Tech Videos, and before I get into this video, please consider subscribing to this channel if you like various random tech content about PCs and related technology. If you'd like to first see my unboxing of this monitor, you can check that video out right up here in the card. But anyway, back to the review. The first thing I'd like to talk about regarding this monitor is its specifications and features. This monitor right behind me, the ViewSonic XG320U, features a 4K 32-inch panel. Over HDMI, it is capable of 4K 144Hz, but over DisplayPort that can be overclocked to 4K 150Hz. This monitor has 99% sRGB and 99% Adobe RGB color coverage. Its SDR brightness is up to 400 nit, and it has HDR 600, which also means that it features 10-bit color. This is an AMD FreeSync monitor. It will work with NVIDIA G-Sync, however, it's not on the G-Sync compatible certified list. As far as ports go, it has one DisplayPort 1.4 input, it has one HDMI 2.1 input, and it has one HDMI 2.0 input. The USB hub features 3 USB 3.2 Gen 1, USB 3.0 ports. This monitor also has two 5-watt speakers on the back, so while it is great that it has some kind of integrated speakers, let's just say they sound like monitor speakers and you really don't want to use them for anything. On the back of the monitor and on the bottom of the monitor, you will find RGB accent lighting. I just turned the one on the bottom off because it reflects off of my desk, and then I leave the one on the back set to rainbow. One more feature this monitor has is a built-in headphone hanger and a built-in suspender for keyboard and mouse cables. I don't use these because, one, on a headphone hanger, it will dig into your headphones and you really don't want to leave a dent in the padding on the top of your headphones. And the keyboard and mouse hangers, well, I use wireless keyboard and mouse, so I don't need it, but it's there if you do want to use it. Okay, now that I've gone over the monitor's basic specifications and features, let me talk about what I like about this monitor. Since this is a 4K high refresh rate monitor, I can finally make use of what my RTX 3080 Ti is capable of. Meaning, I could game in 4K 144Hz. I don't overclock it to 150 because there's not much improvement and it's not worth any artifacting that might happen.
Yes, I use it for playing Fortnite. Don't judge me. I just don't have time to learn how to play other games. I will someday play other games.
Another thing I like about this monitor is that as a video editor for these YouTube channels that I run, it has good color accuracy. This was one reason why my initial monitor that I had in this setup was only 4K 60Hz, because I need to see the color accuracy for editing my videos, because otherwise I won't know what stuff is going to look like in the content that I make. Let's just say I'm not an expert as far as color accuracy is concerned, but according to other reviewers, it is fairly good. The colors are very vivid, which means they can be a little oversaturated at times, but I sort of like that oversaturated look. This monitor isn't primarily designed for video editing, so it doesn't have all the fine-tuning controls like selecting a color space. But then I'm not making movies after all. Another reason why I really like this monitor is it looks sort of gamery, if I can make that a word, but it's not like to the point where it's in your face. Here's some RGB, here's some RGB, it's gamer, it's curved, it has aggressive everything. No. It's just a stealth monitor. It's elite. It's a good looking monitor that I would not be afraid to have in my pretend office setup right here. However, it has the performance to game. Also, this monitor, I have it under studio lighting right now, and while, as always, there's going to be some glare, it is very minimal for this monitor, so I can use it in relatively bright lighting conditions most of the time without any trouble. And one last thing that I like about this monitor, it's the perfect balance of size, resolution, and refresh rate. Sure, one could go 240 Hz, but 240 Hz at 4K isn't really achievable in many games on most GPUs at this time. 4K 144, if you have a higher end GPU, is achievable even if you have to turn down some settings. Anything larger than 32-inch for this distance of viewing, you would really need like 5K or even 6K to get the same clarity. If you don't have enough pixels per inch, it's going to look horrible, just like 1080p at 24 inches doesn't look good, but you take 1080p to 32 inches and it looks absolutely horrible. So that's what I like about this monitor, is that it's like the perfect balance between refresh rate, resolution, and size. While I'd love to just be like, oh, this is the best monitor in the world, you should buy it, unfortunately, I just can't say that. As with everything, this does have some downsides and issues. I'm going to honestly mention them now. The thing that bothers me the most with this monitor is that when I first boot up my PC, or when I wake it up from sleep mode, it takes so long for this monitor to recognize signal coming to it that by the time it finally turns on, I've already logged into Windows because oh wait, time to interrupt this, because look at my webcam right now, there's literally a spider right on my webcam. Wow, interesting. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying how like when I boot my PC, it just takes so long to recognize that there's any kind of signal coming to the monitor. This can be a problem if you're trying to get into the BIOS settings, because it's like my webcam sees me for Windows Hello, and so by the time the monitor comes on, I've already logged into Windows. I don't even see my lock screen. I think it's like a firmware issue where it just is trying to save power, and so it doesn't immediately scan for input. Not a deal breaker, but it's just kind of annoying. One other issue I have, or not really an issue, but a defect, is there is one dead pixel in the bottom right corner of the monitor. Places say that it's normal to have a dead pixel or two, and the warranty says if it's 3 or more, then they'll do something about it. But so, oh well, I'll just have a dead pixel. It's tiny though, since it's 4K, it's not really that big of an issue, but I had to mention it for the honesty and completeness of this review. And finally, the last thing I don't like about this monitor is the clunkiness of the OSD user interface. It just took me so long to even find a basic setting like how to change the brightness. Here's how you change the brightness. So you first enter the menu, now you have to navigate over to display, now you have to go all the way down until it says image adjust, and then now under here, it says brightness. So now you can adjust the brightness. This isn't all that bad, but it's just you wouldn't know where to look for it. That's really what I'm trying to say. In addition, the on-screen display is by default transparent, so depending on what's behind it, it can be nearly impossible to read anything on the on-screen display controls. Here's what I'm talking about. You literally can't see the on-screen display menu and what anything is saying when there's something behind it and you have transparency on. Thankfully, that's easy enough to change. You have to go to the setup menu, and then you have to go down to where it says, I can barely see it. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, you have to find something that says OSD background. I can't see that though. And then you have to turn that to on. There. Now you can see what this is. Oh, and one other point worth mentioning here is there is a setting buried in the on-screen display where you can turn on or off energy saving mode. This mode is on by default. So when I first got this monitor, I was like, why is this monitor so dim? I thought it was supposed to be 400 nit. But then I realized, oh, there's this hidden setting that puts it in energy saving mode, and energy saving mode means maximum brightness is way lower. Here's how you turn it off. You go to the left, select setup, and then you can just scroll up to get to where it says eco mode. And you have standard, optimize, and conserve. These are options, which could be confusing because energy saving is not a forced option here. This is a sub menu, and then you have to turn this off, and now the monitor can reach its maximum brightness. This setting was hard to find, and I at first just thought this monitor was very dim. Okay, that's all I have to say about this monitor. So now, would I recommend that you buy it? This is a point in the review where I state that I paid 100% out of my own money to buy this monitor. This is not a sponsored promotion or review or anything. So my opinion is going to be honest. While I was writing the script for this review, I kept switching between the monitor is good, recommend it. The monitor is not the best, don't recommend it. The monitor is good, recommend it. The monitor is not so great, don't recommend it. I simply couldn't decide whether to recommend it or not. Because while I liked 90% of the stuff about this monitor, I was really frustrated about that on-screen display, and also I don't like the way how it takes so long to come on when it's in sleep mode. However, that being said, after weighing stuff in my mind for a while, I realized everything has problems, nothing is perfect. This is a good monitor. I do not regret my purchase. So yes, I recommend this monitor. It's not perfect. I wish they would fix some stuff via a firmware update, as I think that should be possible. However, even given the way how this monitor is right now, yes, I recommend it. And if you want to support my channel and you like this monitor too and want to buy it, feel free to help me out by using the link down in the description. It's an affiliate link to Amazon where you can purchase the monitor. No, I'm not just recommending this monitor because I wanted to use my affiliate link and I get commission. No, I'm not one of those greedy YouTubers who will just do whatever they need to do to make money. I run this channel as a hobby currently, so when I say I recommend the monitor, it means that I've been using it for over 2 months now and I actually like it. But anyway, if you thought that this review was helpful, please feel free to leave a like, as it is greatly appreciated and helps support my channel. Because after all, I can't just keep buying $1,000 monitors or whatever with only 500 subscribers. So if you want to help me out, you can also subscribe, and maybe if I reach 1,000, I can actually get monetized. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please feel free to share the video if you think other people might be interested in this monitor. But until my next tech video, whenever that is, I usually try to do them about once a month, but until then, thank you for watching. I said that already, and goodbye.